Dan Hoard at Camp Higher Ground with one of the Bearcats' best all-around athletes, sophomore linebacker Perry Young. I want to start with the fundamentals you guys are doing on defense. It seems like every day begins with some of the most basic tackling drills known to football.
Oh yeah, it's just simple technique, just right to right, left to left. It's really going to improve our tackling this season because last year we always used to try to bite at ankles or just try to grab cloth or everything. Now we're just trying to have leverage on the field because defense and tackling are all about angles and leverage. So our coaches they put big emphasis on right to right, depending on what side of the field we are on. So it's always right to right, left to left, and then step on toes. So and it just helps us. It just helps us as a core defense just to eliminate the big plays, and we try to be a 90% tackle team. So yeah, just the technique and everything that they have been doing, it really been happening.
Perry, you had a scrimmage on Saturday night, and there were some hard hits in that game. Was that a preview of what we can expect out of the Bearcat defense this year?
Yeah, it was a little preview. Even though we have a little work to do. It was a little preview. It was fun, hitting out, beating up on our offensive guys. But we light up a little bit because at the end of the day those are our brothers and everything. But yeah, that was a great preview of our defense. We're gonna fly around this season. We're gonna be sideline to sideline, and that's just how our defense is just set up this year. We never gonna take plays off. Even if a ball is thrown 50 yards down the field, we still gonna have D lines flying to it, and that's just the motto, and just what y'all seen this past spring. That's just how it's gonna be.
We're visiting with linebacker Perry Young. You're an interesting chess piece on this defense because you're fast enough to cover people, but you can blitz. Can you describe a little bit how the defense is using you?
The defense, using me like they'll use any wheel linebacker. I just have the benefit of just obviously just have a little speed than other bigger linebackers. I always stay and talk to Coach Freeman and everything. Try to work on my craft, my performance out there because I just want to give my seniors the best chance they can so we can win as many games as we can. So yeah, even if they call the blitz, I'm trying to time and aiming point. I'm trying to do that off the edge. I'm trying to work on my craft, trying to get it around tackles, and yeah, anything they call, I'm never gonna back down from. I'm just gonna fly.
You mentioned your new defensive coordinator, Coach Freeman. He was a great linebacker at Ohio State. He was an NFL draft pick. How has he helped you continue to learn that position?
He helped me a lot. He played at Ohio State, and he's still like a player to the game. He knows what's realistic and what's not realistic. Because there's some coaches out there, they think you can do, like, they'll tell you they want you to right, left, and go all the way tackle the number one receiver. That's kind of impossible. So he really sits down and talks to the wheel linebackers, and just make us see the game in his view, and it just really increasing our our awareness and everything around the field. So he's been a real benefit to me and all the other wheel linebackers playing style.
Last question for Perry Young. The other day at practice, you got knocked over, and you did like a leaping backward somersault kind of thing in full pads to get back on your feet. Do you have gymnastics in your background, or what are some of the things you can do?
Probably. I used to always like jump on beds a lot when I was younger, and I used to wrestle a lot back in high school. So I never ever wanted my back to touch the ground. So every time it's just an instant. Every time I get knocked down or I trip up or something, I just try to get back up fast as possible. And that's just a thing I picked up because Brian Dawkins was like kind of my out of play. And one day when I was younger, I watched a YouTube video, and I saw him entering the game, and he did that same thing. And I started working on it ever since then. So it's been like started working on it for 12 years now. So I kind of good at it now. So yeah, that's just the emphasis on it.
Well, now I know the next time my 11-year-old jumps on his bed, it could help him become a great athlete. Perry, congratulations on a great camp so far. Best of luck this year.
Thank you.
All right, that's Bearcat linebacker Perry Young, and I'm Dan Hoard for GoBearcats.com.